off our show today with a very familiar face around here. She's a beauty and a brain, and her books on mathematics have made her a New York Times best-selling author. Please welcome to our home the author of Bathtime Mathtime and Do Not Open This Math Book, our very good friend, Ms. Danica McKellar. Welcome, Danica. We're so excited to have you here. Now, before we start talking all things math, and I start to feel a little less smart every second of that conversation,
Me too.
Let's talk about the movie that the two of you did together not too long ago called Wedding Bells.
Right. Yes.
What do you remember most about working with Kavan?
Oh.
Don't make him feel too uncomfortable.
No, this was awesome. He, in real life, as you probably know, is a chef, like an incredible chef, and he got to play a chef in the movie.
Right.
And I remember how excited he was. He said, "This is the first time I've ever gotten to play a chef in a movie, and I actually am a chef." And I mean, the stories he would talk about cooking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to come over to your house and have dinner.
He's so good. He cooks for When Calls the Heart all the time for all of his
I'm not surprised.
And I know you know that all too well because you are a mathematician in real life and you got to play a mathematician.
Yes.
So that must be.
Yes, in Campfire Kids, I got to play a math teacher, and so I understood just how fun it is to get your passion and like you know let it flow through your character.
And we saw him do that, and that is exactly why we've allowed you to cook twice on this show.
Yes, you are welcome.
Yeah.
It's all because of Danica.
All because of me.
And he's done a really good job. Now, what do you remember about Danica? What was your favorite part of shooting that movie?
I had a really great time shooting that movie. I had a lot of fun. She's a total pro, and I think one of the things that sticks out most for me is one time we had to do this scene where we're driving off in a little Mini Cooper, tiny little car, and we were supposed to drive off and go around the corner. The problem is when we went around the corner, there was all these one-way streets that were closed for construction, and we couldn't get back to our original position 20 minutes later. So they're where are they? We didn't even have coverage on the mic. The mic wouldn't reach. Yeah, it was too out of range.
But somehow we got back though, and we finished the film just barely in time.
Absolutely. Now you're also coming back very soon to Home and Family to celebrate Christmas in July and talk about your Hallmark holiday film, Coming Home for Christmas, right?
Yes. That was the movie that came out last year, and it did really well. They're going to feature it as part of the Christmas in July. So exciting. I had so much fun on that movie. Yeah, 1 week from today, I come back.
Yeah, awesome. I love that movie. It's so cute.
Okay, so now let's talk math.
Yeah.
Right? Let's talk Bathtime Mathtime. Now, your new book introduces simple addition to small children. So how does that work exactly?
Oh, well, okay, so most little kids know how to count, right?
Yeah.
And then going from counting to addition can be a little bit of a jump.
This is true.
We have these little cute tabs on the book, and each one adds 1. So it's a concept called counting on. So if you're counting, if you add 1, it's just like the next number you'd get to if you were counting.
Right.
So 4 plus 1 is 5, because if you were counting, the number after 4 is 5.
That's what I do with Alexandra. And I didn't even realize that's the way to do it.
And
I'd say 1 plus 1 equals 2, and she'll count it. And I'll say 2 plus 1, 3.
Yes, So anyway, it's in book form, and in a bonus is that I show how to do hair washing in a way that, for my son anyway, really helped him.
What do you mean by that?
Holding the washcloth. So he holds the washcloth himself, and he's 7 now, but when he was like 2 or 3, he was scared of getting his hair washed, and this made all the difference. So I thought, you know what, as a little bonus to the math book, I'll just show what worked for us.
That's actually a really great tip.
And it says, time to wash my hair, it doesn't bother me. Bathtime, Mathtime, 1, 2, 3.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Danica, I'm going to definitely get these books.
Thank you. This is for like little kids, right? Like 0 to 5.
Yeah, no, she's 3. Yeah. She's definitely
perfect.
Love
I'll
that.
sign this for you.
I would love that.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
your other book, Do Not Open This Math Book. Now, is that just reverse psychology because you're trying to say this because you know the one
Totally. No. So I have, my son's 7 years old. This book is for 6 to 8 year olds, and if you have a child this age, which you do,
I do.
You know, if you tell them not to do something, it becomes absolutely irresistible. Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't do it.
But they'll do it.
Yeah, and this is the Mr. Mouse character, and he's the one saying, do not open this math book, because he's afraid of math.
But the truth is, this book really bridges the gap between the new math that they are teaching our children in school now and the math that we were taught. I mean, I had no idea how different the math is.
Now. It's
My
different
nieces
now.
and nephews brought their 4th grade math home, and I couldn't do it because I didn't understand what it was.
Yeah, it's different.
And I thought, wow, I really need to go back to school.
No, but it's worse than that.
It's different.
6. So look, I started writing books 10 years ago, starting with middle school and high school. These New York Times bestsellers, really, why? Because it was needed, right? Middle school math is when math gets confusing.
Yep.
Now, math gets confusing earlier.
Yeah.
No.
6 and 7 year olds are bringing their math homework home, and their parents don't know how to help them with it.
Because we weren't taught that way.
And I've been getting so many emails and tweets for years now saying, can you please help us with Common Core math?
Yeah.
This book took me 3 years to write because I really, I'm doing these movies in between. But I'm so proud of it because I make math really fun and simple, and I break down how it was done before and how it's done now. I'll do like a side-by-side to show parents. And in the back of the book, I have something called the New Math Translation Guide for Grown-Ups. Because the terminology is different. Yeah, so you've got a 7-year-old. Yeah, I'll totally sign this book for you.
And you say
I'm hooking them up.
Yeah, you are.
Well, we need to be hooked up, believe
Do we
me.
ever?
So you say that you make math sort of fun and silly for kids and
Yes.
for parents as well. Tell us about this Mr. Mouse character.
Oh, Mr. Mouse. Yeah, so Mr. Mouse is afraid of math. He's the one saying, don't open the book. And then, do you remember that book, the monster at the end of the book with
Yeah.
Grover?
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
it's
yes.
kind of inspired by that. She was like, don't open it. What are you doing? Stop.
Right.
And he's so fun. There's him, and then there's a Danica cartoon that's kind of, after me. And the two of them have a dialogue through, oh, there it is. They have a dialogue through the whole book. And my son loves reading these dialogues back and forth. And my hope is that parents and kids will have so much fun going through the book together. These two characters kind of host the book, so they're throughout the entire book,
cute.
explaining things and showing like how it really works. I'm just really proud to finally be able to help these parents who are struggling.
Right.
I want to make sure that kids, and that's why I've got books for every age from.
How many mathematics books have you written now?
This is number 7 and 8.
I mean, that's amazing.
Thank
That's
you.
really awesome, Danica.
So you can go to McKellarMath.com. McKellarMath.com. There's a big slider button, and from ages 0 through 16, you can slide the button, and for your kid, you can find out what the best
Land
McKellar
right.
Math book is.
What do you have for someone that's right around 40?
Well, maybe a little over 40.
And there's one more thing I wanted to mention, and that is that if you order the book between now and July 9th, I have a special thing where
Yeah,
I'm giving away
that's
stuff.
right.
I'm giving away an autograph. I'm giving away these notebooks. Do not open this notebook. It's just like free stuff. And there's a McKellar Math pencil. And these notebooks are awesome. They got like really solid backs. Anyway, it's really fun between now and
really
July
is.
9th. Just cause I thought I'd give some free stuff
Yeah,
away.
for home and family viewers.
Oh,
Thank you
and
for
just
that.
go to McKellarMath.com to find out how to do it.
Cool.
McKellarMath.com.